Good morning! It's way too early to be making a video, but here I am. You guys have asked me to share exactly what I eat on a daily basis, and I figured what better way than to set up my camera and every time I eat, I record it. So today you're going to see in a very condensed version, thanks to the powers of technology, what a day in the life of a high-fat holistic nutritionist looks like. It's around 8 o'clock. I woke up about 3 hours ago, and the dogs and I just got back from a mega walk, about an hour long. We really hustle every morning, even in the winter, and worked up a good sweat. I came home and I prepared myself a rocket fuel latte, but instead of coffee, I used tea. So you can find the recipe on my website, healthfulpursuit.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, I've included a link up here. If you're watching this already on my blog or anywhere else, you can usually find the recipe below, or even if you search Healthful Pursuit Rocket Fuel Latte. I used a base of mint herbal tea brewed, and then I blended it with a teaspoon of matcha green tea powder. So it's all the ingredients that you would find in a regular rocket fuel latte: the collagen, the hemp hearts, the cacao butter, the MCT oil or coconut oil, and I added a little bit of vanilla powder because that stuff is awesome. And I'm gonna drink this for a couple of hours and just sip on it. I have a bunch to do, so I'm just gonna hustle probably until the afternoon when I have my first meal. Signing off for now with my rocket fuel latte green tea mint mixture. Hey, I'm feeling a lot more chipper now. It is 11:30 and I just finished meeting with one of my one-on-one clients in one of my Spark sessions, and it's been 3.5 hours or so since I finished off my rocket fuel latte, and it's time to eat. So yesterday my last meal was at 6 o'clock, so this meal is at around 11:30. So I'm breaking about a 17.5 hour fast. Now I don't do intermittent fasting every day, but today I woke up and I felt like my blended rocket fuel latte, so I drank that, and now it's 11:30 and I'm hungry, so I'm eating. And so sometimes I have a breakfast where I don't drink my drink, and other times I drink my rocket fuel latte and then I have my meal. So without further ado, I'll show you what I'm eating. Boom! So I made all of this in a cast iron pan with lots of duck fat, and then there's some brisket here that I made a while ago, and then I just freeze it. So I put that in the pan, and then a lot of the oil from that came out. I added the duck fat, I cooked the eggs, I sauteed the bell peppers, and then at the very end, when everything was like all juicy, I took it out and I added the kale to soak up all the fat. And then I have some carrots on the side here because I like my eggs runny, and then I dip my carrot in the egg. So we have kale, carrot, red pepper, just like half a red pepper and 1 carrot, and maybe half a thing of kale, and some brisket, maybe like 200 grams-ish if I had to guess, and 2 eggs, and the yolks are like really bright and awesome. Don't feel like you need to have your cast iron pan and cook up your creation at lunch, dinner, everything. You could easily make that on the go with hard-boiled eggs instead of fried eggs, and then just put everything in a container and mash it around, maybe add some mayo. So I will eat that, and then I will continue with my work day until I'm hungry. I'm guessing probably around 7 o'clock tonight, if I had to guess. But I really just follow my body. I don't count anything anymore, so I don't know how many carbs are on that plate, but my intention is low carb, high fat, and it works, and so that's what I do. And now I have to go enjoy my meal before it gets cold because I like my food warm. It's 5 o'clock, and so it's been about 6 hours since I had my breakfast. I'm still rather full, like I don't feel hungry. I haven't thought about food or needing a snack. There is something that I like to practice with my high-fat eating style, and that is drinking bone broth. But it's really hot out now that it's summer, and I don't feel like heating up a thing of bone broth when it's really hot outside and really hot drink. It just doesn't mesh. So I started creating collagen tea, and there's a story behind why my collagen tea says Herbie Dill. This jar was the first jar of pickles I ever made. about 4 years ago, and one of the flavors was herby dill, and it was a bunch of fresh herbs with little mini cucumbers, and my sister saw this jar and thought it was hilarious, so this tape has literally been on this jar for 4 years, and I drink out of it every day, and it's my herby dill jar. And today my herby dill jar has my collagen tea in it, and you remember the mint tea that I created for my rocket fuel latte this morning? Well, I just created a bunch of it, put some of it in the jar, made a rocket fuel latte with the rest, and I put vital proteins, collagen in here, one heaping scoopful of their collagen. And so collagen is sort of like gelatin. The jelliness that you get on a really good bone broth is very similar to collagen, but collagen has the jelliness taken out so that you can add it to liquids and you can see it's completely clear. Like there's no anything, and it tastes beautiful, and it's literally just collagen and tea. And I will drink this till around 6:30, and then I will work out and then start making dinner and have a feast for dinner. If you love vital proteins or want to give collagen a try, coupon code below for 10% off plus free shipping to Healthful Pursuit readers. It's also something that I add to my rocket fuel latte, but makes a really good replacement if you don't want to use your bone broth. And I've been using collagen to heal my gut and get my gut back in check, and we can never be too careful, especially those that have allergies, and also to make my skin beautiful and glowing and tight and awesome into my 30s and 40s and 50s and beyond. So I will see you very shortly. I'm going to drink this. I'm going to do a workout today. I'm feeling some heavy lifts. I have a sandbag. I'm just going to pump that sandbag, do some deadlifts, some squats, probably about maybe 10 minutes worth, and then I will start making dinner, and I will come back and I will show you what I make myself for dinner. It's dinner time, and I made this. You see? Oh my gosh, can you see how amazing this looks? So, from here, starting here, this is sauteed liver. Oh yeah, I'm eating liver. This is liver that I soaked in water with apple cider vinegar. It will make it a lot smoother. So chicken livers in the water, apple cider vinegar, and then I coated it in bacon's hair pork dust. And it's basically kettle cooked pork rinds crisped up with a little bit of salt, and it makes breading for things. So I breaded the livers in the pork dust with some thyme and some sea salt, and I baked it in bacon grease with some bacon, and they're so good. I thoroughly enjoy this, and I hate liver. Like, I hate liver. And this in a salad left over is amazing. And then we have heirloom tomatoes. So you'll see they're like purple, and there's some yellow right there. I have some fresh cilantro, a big pile of olives, black olives, and then cucumber, and then a big white pile of mayonnaise. And this is my macadamia nut oil mayo. And then at the bottom I have iceberg, and you can't see, which was kind of a fail, but there's spiralized zucchini in there as well. And then I literally took the bottle of olive oil and just put it on top, put some apple cider vinegar, also known as ACV. I put that stuff in everything. And in fact, adding vinegar to anything you eat lowers the glycemic load of your food. And then I sprinkled a bunch of sea salt. So I will eat this, and then I will probably be good for the rest of the day. And then I will wake up tomorrow morning and do it all over again. I just realized that I was wearing a short sleeve shirt, and you might see this big bruise looking thing. Yeah, so I tried to give myself a B12 shot last week, and the doctor showed me how to do it. I felt really confident. All was good. I totally aced it until I realized that I had put a needle in my body, and I totally freaked out and passed out. Thank goodness. I don't even remember doing this, but I took the needle out, I took my glasses off, and then I fainted. So the next day I woke up with a bruise. This was a week ago, and it's still pretty dark over top of my scar from when I got my birthmark removed. So this left arm is kind of looking like a hurting unit, but I'm all good. And I've learned that I cannot give myself B12 shots anymore, so I'm going back to the doctor and having him do them for me. But hey, you don't know till you try, and now I know that I don't do needles. So that was about an 8-hour eating window altogether. So I started my day off with my rocket fuel latte. Because there are less than 10 grams of protein and 3 grams of carbohydrates and unlimited fats in that drink, I maintained a fast until I had my first meal. Remember the brisket and everything else around 11:30, and then I had my final dinner at 7:30. I didn't count anything that I ate today. I was very liberal with all my vegetables. I just put fat in everything, cooked with fat, and all the meat that I've eaten today has been high fat. So I'm gonna go enjoy the salad because it's like taunting me, just staring at me in the face, and I am ready to chow it down. Now you know what it's like to eat high fat, and really that was 2 meals and a drink. Not that hectic and not that crazy, and I had leftovers, and this took me like maybe 5 minutes to chop up and prepare, and it will keep me full till tomorrow. Yeah! So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next week. Bye!